Donovan Mitchell's former teammate in Utah firmly believes that Donovan Mitchell will become a New York Knick sooner rather than later. But according to one NBA insider with ESPN, he believes that the New York Knicks are not looking to target players at Donovan's level. They're looking at players that are a tier above him. We're going to break down these reports and so much more today. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of any of the new content. And now, let's get started. Donovan Mitchell's former teammate believes that he'll one day play for the New York Knicks. Now, this is not a secret or a surprise. If you took a poll right now with most NBA players around the league and you asked them, hey guys, do you think Donovan Mitchell will play with the New York Knicks at one point of his career? I guarantee by a landslide, it would be a leading yes. It's not surprising to hear that players around the league expect Donovan at one point to join the Knicks. But it is telling when a former teammate of Donovan Mitchell actually says it, because he may know a little bit more about Donovan than other players around the league because he's played with him, he's traveled around the road with him, so maybe his opinion matters just a little bit more. So shout out to Joe Ingles, who used to play for the Utah Jazz but now plays for the Orlando Magic. He was recently on a radio show and he was asked about this Donovan Mitchell situation and he gave the following comments. This is like non-bias, no outside information. I think he'll play for New York one day, whether that's sooner or later. I think it would be great for New York, and I think it would be great for him. Whether or not that actually happens, we'll wait and see. Though Mitchell didn't land with the Knicks last offseason, it's clear his former teammate in Joe Ingles very much believes that Donovan will be a New York Knick at some point in his career. Notice that he said sooner or later he's not sure, but he knows at some point he's going to be a Knick. For me, that definitely makes me smile, guys, because you know I am a huge, hellacious Donovan Mitchell fan, and I feel like if he came to the Knicks, he would help the Knicks be a better team. He would make them even more explosive on offense. And have you not noticed, the Knicks need more bucket getters than Julius and Jalen and RJ. We need more people. And you know what? Donovan Mitchell would be one heck of an upgrade at the shooting guard position, or if he played even the point guard position for the Knicks, he would be an upgrade because of what he could do on the offensive side of the ball is just magical. It's extraordinary. And if you saw the last game when the Knicks took on the if you saw the last game when the Knicks lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell actually showed some very good defense. I said it before and I'll say it again. Donovan Mitchell can defend. He's an underrated defender. And when he's not asked to carry the offensive load, he is a very willing and capable defender. Another reason I want him on this Knicks team, folks, because he can do that and he can complement the backcourt of Jalen Brunson extremely well. I firmly believe that. And if his former teammate believes it, if so many NBA insiders believe it, if Donovan Mitchell is spotted in New York each and every offseason, again, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe that Donovan Mitchell has his eyes set on the New York Knicks and joining this team. The only question is, when is he going to join? Is he going to join via trade, via offseason? What will happen in terms of Donovan Mitchell and him coming to the Knicks? Because absolutely, I believe that is one of the moves that the Knicks and Leon Rose want to make. Once they get that star, whether that star be Cat, Joel Embiid, or whoever that name is, they're going to want to pair that star, and Brunson likely, with another piece. And that other piece, in my opinion, will likely be Donovan Mitchell. So whoever that star is, Cat, Embiid, whoever that one star is, the next star, regardless, in my opinion, will be Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has had his eyes set on New York for a very long time now. And the Knicks have had their eye on Donovan a lot, especially since Leon Rose took over. So because of all of that, I think without a doubt, a trade is going to happen and Donovan will be part of the New York Knicks. That's my opinion on it, but let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you think eventually, at one point, that Donovan Mitchell is going to become a New York Knick, because his former teammate and myself definitely believe that one day he's going to don that orange and blue. Brian Windhorst from ESPN also gives an update on the Knicks trading for Donovan Mitchell. However, his update isn't as nice as Joe Ingles' update was. Let's take a look at exactly what Brian Windhorst states about the Knicks potentially trading for Donovan Mitchell. According to Windy, he states, "I don't think he being Donovan Mitchell, falls very high on the Knicks list, and that's why he's not a Knick. I think if the Knicks are going to go for a guy like Joel Embiid, MVP level player." Ramona Shelburne, also from ESPN, said the following: "Knicks have a collection of assets essentially unrivaled in this league. Can sit and be choosy." Kendrick Perkins: "The only choice they have, in my opinion, is Joel Embiid and monitoring that situation." So it's clear where ESPN stands. Even though Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion, would be a great fit for this Knicks team, and even though he's not a championship one level option, he's definitely a number 2 option on any team that's looking to compete for a championship. And I think the Knicks need more of those guys. So I would never turn away Donovan Mitchell. But according to these guys from ESPN, especially Brian Windhorst, you heard him say, the Knicks are not looking to get a player like Donovan Mitchell. They're looking for MVP level like players. In this case, according to Windy, that would be Joel Embiid. And if they can't get Joel Embiid after monitoring that situation, then they're going to look elsewhere. And as Ramona Shelburne said, the Knicks could use their collection of assets and go out and try to get another star if Joel Embiid doesn't happen. The other star could be an OG Anunoby, could be a Karl Anthony Towns, could be a Donovan Mitchell, could be another one of these stars around the league that they've been connected to for some time now. And I think it's fine to look at those players even now with Joel Embiid's situation a little bit cloudy in Philadelphia. But I understand why they don't want to make a move yet. Because if you make a move now, and then tomorrow, Joel Embiid says, "Yeah, I don't like this, I want to be out." Now you have less assets to make that move, and you're going to be stuck because the move you wanted to make, you can't make anymore because you made a move a little too early. And I think that's where Leon Rose and the Knicks are on right now. That's the time that they're on. They're waiting, they're biding their time, and they're checking the market out and seeing who's available, who's the top tier talent, who wants to be a Knick, who wants to come here, who has a connection, and who will stay here for the long term. Whoever that player is, if they feel that player is going to be like an Embiid level type of player, they're going to target that player. They're going to go after them, and they're going to try to get him into MSG, in the Garden, playing for the New York Knicks. I don't think it's going to be Joel Embiid for a number of reasons. That's why it scares me, because I think Karl Anthony Towns is a very realistic option. I also think that Donovan Mitchell is also a realistic option, despite what Windhorst is stating here, because we also saw from another report from Stefan Bondi of the New York Post that stated that Leon Rose is still looking at and targeting Donovan Mitchell, that Donovan Mitchell is still on his radar. So if that's the case, and he's on his radar to some degree, then the level of interest is still there, at least to some degree. That's just my opinion on it. I think Donovan Mitchell would help this Knicks team immensely if he was traded here, especially if the Knicks don't have to gut their team to get Donovan. And I think you can make the argument, because Donovan is not an Embiid level like player, he's not going to cost the Embiid level like package. So because of that, the Knicks might have leverage and momentum to steal Donovan and get him on this Knicks team. Only time will tell to see if that happens, though. But what about you guys? Let me know in the comments below about this Donovan Mitchell situation, and if you think one day he's going to end up being a Knick, or if you agree with Windhorst and believe that the Knicks are not targeting players at Donovan Mitchell's level. Let me know in the comments below, because honestly, guys, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans. Peace.